Allan Aguirre with your Incorruptible 2-minute warning. We are in Romans 8. We're going through verses 6 and 17 because we haven't been able to get through it yet. But I'm going to go back to verse 14 for context. Here we go. All right, this is called heirs with Christ in the English Standard Version. Verse 14, for all who are led by the Spirit of God are sons of God. For you did not receive the spirit of slavery to fall back into fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption as sons, by whom we cry, Abba, or we cry, dear Father. All right, the spirit of adoption, we brought that up yesterday. Paul's going to explain it more in about 4 chapters about how Gentiles are grafted into because we've received that spirit of adoption, adopted into what? Into the commonwealth of Israel, the household of faith, and that the tree is supported by the root, which is Israel. We're going to get to that in a few weeks. Verse 16, the Spirit himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God. And if we are children, back to the complete Jewish Bible, then we are also heirs, heirs of God and joint heirs with the Messiah, because he's a son, we're sons, he's our older brother. Provided, which is why we have that joint heir situation there. Now, it's provided, right? Here's the stipulation, that we are suffering with him in order also to be glorified with him. So that means we're taking on, right? We're taking on Messiah in our own lives, like we've talked about before. And that can only happen through the spiritual realm. It can't happen in the flesh. It has to happen through the spiritual realm. Okay? I guess we have time for even more, but I don't have actually anything here. But let's remind ourselves of what this looks like, because it began in verse 12. Being debtors, we're debtors not to the flesh, according to the flesh. We are living according to the Spirit, because if you live according to the flesh, you will die. And the idea is that we're joint heirs with Christ. We'll see you tomorrow.
The views and opinions expressed during our broadcasts are solely those of the broadcast producers, hosts, and/or guests, etc., and are not necessarily the views or opinions of the Travelog Network, its sponsors, or affiliates.